New generation of wealth builders.
Hello and good afternoon to everyone. Today is December 24. It's 2:05 p.m. Advanced Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. This is going to be our last market update for the year. Yung next would be probably January 5, I think. Let me just check. Yeah, that's going to be on Monday. So, for those of you who missed the last Monday market updates, I'm going to do this for free. Um, and we're going to be posting this in our channels in YouTube and I think in our group in Facebook para makita ninyo. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the usual Monday market updates that we cover, market outlook, some insights, and basically a few things that I wanted to share based on the things that I've learned for ano ba, for the several weeks na halos wala ako at wala akong update sa inyo. And so let's start first with the market updates with Bitcoin. So currently, Bitcoin is at 86,900. We're still at a strong downtrend with 100 MA above our prices, which means that, our rules, and lagi ko tong sinasabi during our Monday market update, is that when the 100 MA is above prices, that means we are generally bearish. And pag nasa baba naman yan, like this one, 100 MA below prices, that means we are in a bullish trend. And so obviously we're in a overall bearish trend. On the shorter term naman, we are on a sideways with supports here currently at 83, 84K. If gusto mong isagad with the short-term support, it's at 80K, 80,330. Now, if you want to have a what if mag-breakdown tayo dito, then the next support areas is going to be this one, 74K. Pwede natin isagad sa 73 pero we'll see. 73, 72K. Yan. So worst case scenario yan in case mabasag tong level na to. And right now, I'm still subscribing to a possibility na magkakaroon tayo ng bounce dito sa area na to. Around 99 to 103 area or dito malapit sa 100 MA. Pwede tayong sumagad dito sa 107,000, but I don't think it's gonna go and breach 116, 118K area where we will flip from bearish to the bullish scenario, even if 100 MA goes down. I feel like there is still that I'm still part of the camp na meron tayong isang sucker rally where people will be caught off guard thinking it's still a bull market and then everything's gonna crash down again. So I do think that we will be having a deeper correction. I'm just not sure exactly when. Usually start of the year. Think of it as the yearly candle creating a wick. So baka mamaya first 2 months or first 3 months, we're gonna be going up just to create that wick on the yearly, and then afterwards, tuloy-tuloy tayo pabagsak. And so please be careful out there because it's a very hostile market at the moment. So, pati ako, walang patawad yung market sa akin kasi yung trading accounts ko tinamaan din. The only thing that's doing really well for me right now are my LPs. So, currently, what I'm just doing is looking for strong stocks. Sorry, not stocks. Mamaya may gusto ko kasing ikwento eh. Yung mga umakyat ngayon na sobrang lakas, yun yung sinusubukan kong i-short with very low volume. So halos lahat ako dito short. Marami din ako mga bots at the moment. Halos lahat din yan siya short. And anytime, kahit naka-short yan, may mga stops pa rin naman. Pero that's currently my play at the moment. And so, extra ingat lang kasi again, pagka sumuport to at saka baka biglang bumaliktad yung market going to the upside, then ideally dapat marunong tayo mag-flip ng switch agad-agad. On the weekly naman, if you can see here, we have the 100 MA supporting. So we have 1, 2, 3 already instances where the 100 MA was revisited and afterwards the price recovered. So I don't know if itatouch ulit natin to this week and then end up hopefully green or probably higher, But what's certain is that we are trading within a very tight box over here. So if we're gonna be using body to body, then this is our current range. So we're already touching that area over here sa 86K. So again, baka mamaya touch lang and then afterwards uh, close green and then tuloy-tuloy tayo dun sa ating rally that we are anticipating or ako ina-anticipate ko mangyayari. Or pwede din naman to na close ng strong dito and then magbe-breakdown tayo to further retest itong next na support natin. So again, please stay safe kasi currently talagang strong yung downtrend natin and very very few lang yung mga tokens out there na medyo okay. Later I'm gonna get into that. So Bitcoin lang ata at the moment yung gusto kong i-highlight because this is the only kumbaga parang this is the not only, this is the index of the crypto market. Usually kung asan yung galaw nito, it also brings the other tokens with it, especially yung mga altcoins. So minsan pag bumagsak to ng 2%, 5%, isipin nyo lang exponential yung galaw sa ibang tokens. So again, my strategy, looking for those na sobrang lakas, and then susubukan ko siyang i-short. Please wag niyong gayahin kung wala kayong maayos na risk management kasi malakas yung sunugan dito sa mga to. Like for example, itong si Pippin, AVNT, meron din si Beat. Ito recently lang na I think we covered, or I'm not sure kung na-mention ko to sa inyo last time. But look at this. Crazy, right? Kasi after one huge green candle, 50% up yan. Ito naman, 34% up. Parang binawit niya lang actually. Tapos lumusot pa no sa mga to support dito sa mga support areas na to, which is itong current MAs na short term. So I don't know how long this is gonna keep up. Pwedeng ito na yun, tapos dire-diretso pabagsak. I don't know. But it's really heavily manipulated. Crazy times lang. So if you know how to play these kinds of plays, congratulations kasi malaki talaga yung kitaan dito, especially if nahuhuli mo yung mga ganitong klaseng moves. So far sa akin, baliktad. Hindi ko mahuli-huli yung mga ganito. Akala ko tuloy-tuloy na pabagsak or tuloy-tuloy na paakyat. And then, ayan. Anyways, konti pa lang naman yung mga nahuli ko so far. But as I have mentioned, most of the good, or actually parang the only thing that's good at the moment with my portfolio is yung mga are yung mga LPs ko, which is this one. Those who have attended yung last na MMU, you have seen how I have not really rebalanced, but how I've allocated yung mga fees. So basically, yung rule natin is pag umabot ako, my personal rule is if umabot to ng 1,000 USD, let's say one asset goes to 1,000, or pwede, let's say, cumulative. It really depends on you. But to me, depends no sa strategy. But for me, if I have 1,000 USD unclaimed in yields, I will take that out. Half of it, I'm going to withdraw or send to a wallet na pang-withdraw talaga siya. And the half of that na matitira, it's going to be re-rolled back into the pool. Para, if I'm accumulating that for the long term, I still believe in it, then, hindi ko na kailangan ma-pressure na mag-add from other sources of income back to the markets. Ang gagawin ko na lang is I'm gonna get it from my yields, and then ayun na, para hindi ko na isipin na kailangan ko bang maglagay ng pera dito. I'm not gonna be pressured at all. So this is part of the psychological management of that. So yun, umabot tayo ng 1,000 or what ba? 1,600 yata na yields for WBTC or Bitcoin. But basically it was more of a trading position, not not my long-term positions, kasi the core positions or the core tokens that I'm believing for the next cycle, for the next planting season, is going to be Hype, Sol, BNB, ETH, and BTC, of course. So ito lang 5 for now, yung mga core na mga investments ko. So lahat yan tigta 30K, and isipin nyo lang kung marunong kayo mag-LP, no? Then you're getting paid to dollar cost average. And as prices goes down, you get to buy more of that token that you're bullish on. So, saan ka pa, di ba? Itong GP and itong MET, please disregard those two kasi mga free na to eh. Parang nakuha ko na to sa let's say NFT emissions. Ito naman nakuha ko from airdrop. So this is basically free money for me. Please disregard this kasi meron akong mga speculative bets to. This is not really like for long-term bets. Speculative bet siya. Parang moon or dust na pick. And as I mentioned, yung mga stables ko, I've been putting it into different platforms, protocols. I have a very few amount deposited in OKX Pay, so that's 10K. If you have been following me, I've been putting 10K there. Tapos 10K USD kasi yun lang yung may 10% na rebate, which is paid every week, every Monday. So 10% na APY that's in a year. Hindi 10% per week. 10% APY paid weekly, just in case lang, no? Clarify ko lang kasi yung iba 10% per week, grabe naman yan. Yes, grabe talaga ako may ganun. So 10% APY, so that means 10% yearly if you compound that, and then APR pala, hindi pala siya compounding. Yun. So what more if i-compound mo siya, no? Pero 10K lang yung limit niya for the 10%. Now, please look into your exchanges kasi baka mamaya may mga offerings sila na you stake or you lend out your stables and then they're gonna give you a good interest on your stables. So the rest of my stables are here in DeFi Tuna. So this one is giving me a 5.76%. So ito nagfa-fluctuate to again. Parang last week or last month umabot to ng mga 4% or 3% kasi ang dami siguro naka-deposit or yung use ng USDC sobrang baba lang. So I have 100,000 USDC here and I have another 100,000 USDC over here with Jupiter Lend at 4.82%. So as I mentioned before, kasi may mga nagtatanong sa inyo, why not Camino Finance is because medyo mapanlin lang yung kanilang APY. Some of that is going to Camino Rewards, which is hindi ko talaga siya masabi na na pure USDC. Ito USDC kasi yung binibigay sa akin eh. So I like that. I don't like other tokens. Gusto ko USDC lang. So I don't care if magiging malaking airdrop niya or what. I like stability or I like something that I can project accurately or more accurately than something na pwedeng bumagsak, right? Kasi hindi ko naman sinasabi na shitcoin si Camino. It's just that medyo vaporware lang yung mga ganong tactics for me. So so I have around 107K over here. So you can see your earnings, your potential annual yield. Again, projected lang yan. Pwedeng magbago yan because pag nag-bear market tayo, pwedeng sobrang bumaba itong APY dito or yung mga rewards natin. So again, hindi ito what do you call this? Hindi ito final, nagfa-fluctuate. Pwedeng tumaas, pwedeng bumagsak depending on the market demand as well in the market cycle. So, yun lang I guess for most of my holdings. I do have some in PancakeSwap. For the people who have been asking kung hawak ko pa yung SUI as well, hawak ko din yun. Pero again, kalahati lang. Usually pag speculative bets, it's less than 30K, max 15K. Unless sobrang lakas ng conviction ko in very short term. Pero kung mga long term, mga speculative bets, less than 15K lang yung nilalagay ko USDC dun sa mga bets na yun. And so, I have Aster, I have PancakeSwap or Cake, which is LP'd also in PancakeSwap. So, yun lang yung ginagawa ko so far. And also, Croc din pala, Croc tokens. Yun, medyo special case yun kasi medyo malaki yung allocation ko doon. Pero may iba akong reason why I'm buying CRO. Medyo pang long term siya and because I want the benefits nung card nila. Anyways, For the other stuff that are here, I guess, ito lang siguro yung nakikita ko at the moment na medyo malakas. So this is XMR or Monero. So parang katulad with, this is similar to ZEC. So mga privacy tokens. At the moment, this is a 52-week high. This is the all-time high. And lumalapit na siya. The trend is up. Um, pero I would say just put a invalidation at 407 just in case lang na hindi to tumuloy or bumagsak yung market. But as you can see here, sobrang ganda ng trend natin ng 100 MA. Baka mamaya we will be seeing some further retracement or retest dito sa mga support areas na to. Pero this to me is a really good structure that I can bet on. Very tight cut if ever. And if ever babagsak man siya, pwede din siya bilhin. So, I think dito pwede natin gamitin tong 50 as our parang peg. So, in between 50 and 100, that could be a good buy area if ever you're looking to buying for long term. Pero again, ito lang isa sa mga nakikita ko na parang may possibility to buck the trend. Kasi yung iba medyo bumigay na eh. So, yeah, hype, again, ito yung isa sa mga core tokens that I'm investing in, BTC, BNB, halos lahat yan going down. And I'm just being safe this season. Kasi possible talaga na highly likely talaga na magkaroon ng malaking bagsak sa market. Another thing is SAO pala, gold. Gold, this one has been trending really well. As you can see here, sobrang lakas. This is AOTS Plus. And as you can see, hindi masyadong nagtatouch dito sa 50 MA na eh. So, this is the one asset, and also silver. Pero kasi you can't really trade these commodities dito sa ating crypto exchanges unless I think sa mga ginagamit naman natin ng exchanges, meron naman yung gold, especially gold. I think silver wala pa or ini-integrate pa ng mga exchanges, but gold definitely, this is something that I have. I think if you can see here, ito lang yung long ko eh, ayan si SAO. Ayan, so it's doing pretty well. So gold is doing pretty well. I think we will be seeing 4,600. Sobrang lapit na lang nito. To 5,000 area. So hindi natin, kasi some people are saying, ano na kaya to, euphoric. I think hindi pa tayo umabot sa euphoric. Although this was a euphoric moment, I think with this kind of move, mukhang meron pa tong gas na meron pa tayong gas going up. So gold is definitely going to be a buy on dips for me. Ideally, I'd like to see this retest at this level, pero I don't know, pwedeng malabo na mangyari. But any dip that this will make, I will try to buy as much as I can kasi mukhang ito lang yung isang maayos eh at the moment. In other news, I heard and I saw that IBKR was banned in our country. Unfortunately, I don't know what our regulators are thinking. I'm not gonna go into the speculations of it. Medyo nakaka-frustrate lang kasi I'm feeling the frustration from the people who are trading the US markets, no, kasi baka maging eToro part 2. IBKR is one of the top brokers that you can trust in if you're wanting to get into the US markets. Sobrang secure and sobrang okay niya. Medyo mataas nga lang yung capital na needed, pero ayun, unfortunately that got blocked, and along with several other exchanges na pinablock ng ating regulators. There is a hack so that you can still access this. You can use a VPN or you can use the DNS trick. If you're in our Discord, just search it up. Makita mo naman yung tricks kung paano gawin yung settings para ma-circumvent itong pag-block nitong NTC dito sa mga ginagamit nating products. So, ayun. Other things, All right. So halos ito na yung technical when it comes to the technicals, no. My other updates now would be more on the things that I've learned for the past week. So, buti na lang, 'di ba? I've been saying this all the time or since last quarter na guys, this is harvest season. We're still in a harvest season. Medyo late stage na. Um, and as we progress in this market, you will be experiencing ano ba, especially as we progress deeper into the bear market. It's gonna be very frustrating. And if you don't know how to um, maneuver itong ganitong klaseng market, just stay out of the market. So I am very happy or I'm glad that I at least followed my advice. Now take at least half of whatever capital and profits na nasa crypto, tanggalin mo na from the market because it's gonna be hard with what's gonna happen next. So buti na lang finalo ko yun because sobrang tinamaan yung trading account ko. And even though medyo malaki na rin, sizable amount na yung na cash out ko, it still does affect me. And I do feel some level of burnout already in my trading. And so I just really wanted to rest this season. And I just wanted to share as well for the people kasi I noticed a lot of people have been messaging and yung mga narinig ko from other communities na maraming community members nila yung nasunog this season, no? And ganun talaga yung markets, guys. Ganun talaga yung markets. Losses, these are normal and nakaka-stress talaga yung trading. And so, if you have not done yet yung pagtanggal nyo ng capital or pagtanggal nyo ng profits, kung meron pa kayong profits, gawin nyo na kasi and just leave 50% or more into like different LPs or different investments na pwede cash is also an investment although um, may mga risk din dyan, no? In case na magkaroon ng pagbagsak ng dollar and everything's tied to the dollar, so I don't really know how to completely maneuver the scenario wherein dollar crashes, but hopefully hindi naman yung mangyari yon. There, according to my research, mukhang ang pinaka-okay ngayon na or one of the strongest na currencies is the Kuwait dollar. I'm not sure if it's dinar or basta Kuwait has one of the strongest, I think. Basta somewhere in the Middle East. Okay, sorry kung hindi ko na verify, hindi ko nalagay sa notes ko. I'm still thinking if diversify ako into different currencies kasi medyo ibang ball game din yun eh. Hindi ko pa talaga siya gaanong naaral, so I'm not really the expert on this area. But definitely having solid property is a good hedge. I don't know if gold at this price point would still be a good hedge kasi medyo mataas na talaga siya. And so, ayun. Again, LPs, if you don't know yet, LPs, and then siguro 25%, yun yung pang reroll nyo into your trading, especially if you're still learning. And one thing that I'd like to share is that during the start of my trading, in the first 2 years, I think, or 3 years, I had one of my biggest and most damaging wipeouts. So this is not like capital, hindi naman siya na wipe out completely, but I got hit one time 30% in one play. Ito yung during PSE days when everything would go 50% and then the next day it would open and then it would close to 50%. So story time, no? I had experience na sabi ko ito na yon. This is the next ceiling play and I bought all in dun sa isang stock. So it was ECP and then the next day nagsiling nga siya pero super saglit lang. Binuhusan na agad siya. And I wasn't able to exit right away. And lahat ng pinaghirapan ko for the past months because of what happened, ang nangyari is parang bumagsak ng sobrang bilisan for Hindi naman siya nag-floor, pero sobrang lapit sa floor. Ang laki ng binagsak niya na lahat ng trinabaho ko, negative, tapos I ended up at a really bad loss. So, umabot ako ng mga 30% yata yun na loss. And the following months, it sank down pa hanggang sa umabot ako ng negative 60%. So, that was really a very, very humbling experience, humbling moment. But because of that, I was able to say to myself, hindi ko na to gagawin. Mag-aral ako ng text and I'm not gonna go all in. I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna do better. So, that was within the first 2 to 3 years, no? I had 4 total wipeouts. I wouldn't say total as in yung capital. Again, this is more psychological, wherein wala ka ng gana to do things, wala ka ng gana kumain, wala ka ng gana to do life at all. Like, may mga suicidal, depressive, ano yan? Suicidal thoughts and sobrang depressing ng mga pangyayari na you just really don't know what to do anymore. So, thank you by God's grace na I was able to survive and go through that experience and come out of it with more wisdom. And so, for those of you who are in that spot at the moment, let me just encourage you, don't give up. Just get better. Huwag niyo lang ulitin yung mga ginawa nyo that cost you, that resulted you being in this hole. Just try and do better. And and make sure that you have the right foundations and principles in place the next time. Medyo mahirap mag-encourage sa mga taong may utang na ginamit yung pera na yun pang trade. I would just say, just talk to your investors. Just talk to whoever it is na pinagpromisan ninyo. Kasi nanggaling din ako sa ganyang klaseng arrangement before. Yung mga una kong mga arrangements, which was really bad at that time. But now, I'm wiser. Hindi ko na sasabihin yung mga techniques ko. But basically, guys, again, talk to the people. If you have to, talk to your closest people that you can be vulnerable with. Kahit hindi sila traders, basta you can be truly honest and vulnerable with them, and yung hindi ka i-judge. Pero at the same time, yung bibigyan ka ng maayos na advice. Like, kung yung hindi ka kukonsintihin. Alright? Kung may mali ka, sasabihan ka talaga ng totoo na wag mo nang gawin, wag mo nang ulitin. Just do better. Alright? And so, there's no other way. There's no other way. If you were able to make this amount before, let's say people who are here with who got in the markets with 100K, 1 million, 5 million, 10 million, 100 million, if you're able to make that amount and put it in the market before in the past, you can do it again. All right? God gave you abilities, God gave you wisdom in order to come up with that amount. Kaya mo ulit yun. Pero just make sure na kung ano man yung ginawa mo, again, with the markets, your processes, your foundations, something has to change. Alright? Kasi iba yung market wisdom sa kung ano man yung pinanggalingan ng funds mo. So, have hope, guys. Other things that I learned na gusto ko i-share sa inyo, I was able to talk to this friend of mine. His name is Javi. So, hindi ko na ibibigay yung introduction na sobrang haba. But, basically, this guy I met 2017, 2018, I think. We were in a trading competition in the Philippines hosted by Investorgrams. And he was top 1. He ended top 1 in the competition. I ended up top 3 in the competition. And basically, this guy has been a really good trader. One poker champ, and also nag-join din siya ng mga international US stocks na competition. And this guy, so I was able to talk to him, and we were sharing about the markets, and one of the things that he gave as kind of like a discussion point nung nandito siya was the attrition rate dito sa industry natin of trading and investing. And this comes from US data. Basically, TLDR, 95%, okay, 95% of traders lose in the markets. So, if you are a trader of 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, that already is an achievement. Kasi by the seventh year, ito na yung statistics, 95% already gone. Baka mas mataas pa. And good news, hindi naman completely bad, is that being around market professionals or people who have been here for a longer time and meron ng mga technique, may mga strategies na nalo-lower yung attrition rate na yan. So from 95% pwede maging 85% or lower pa, no? But very rare yung mga ganitong I wouldn't say, sorry, not very rare. But it just shows the importance of having a community that can stand by you, or that is there present, that can help you out in this journey. And so find a really good community for you. If wala pa kayong community, don't do this alone, because you can do it alone pero mahirap eh. It's better if you're with people who have the same vision, and you're there with people na medyo matagal na sa markets. So again, I'm encouraging you guys to find one. Hindi lang naman yung community namin yung meron. Of course, other communities meron din. Just find as well. Sino ba yung mga process-oriented na mga communities? Yung hindi yung laging nakatingin doon sa gains, hindi laging nakatingin sa magkano kinita this month, dapat laging consistent kasi um, consistently profitable, that statement can be very misleading. Kasi can be, ang important kasi is overtime eh. So let's say, if within a year or two, kung consistent ka, then great, no? Very, very few yung alam ko talaga na year in, year out, consistent. Pero after they pay their tuition sa markets. So, um, I wanted to talk about handling burnout because again, I think I mentioned earlier na I'm already experiencing burnout as well. So this season, guys, encouraging you guys to, the markets will always be there. So please, please spend time with your loved ones, with, building your dreams. Kahit hindi muna sa markets, wag muna kayong tumingin kasi markets again will always be there. But look at other things, guys, na pwede niyong paglagyan ng na bigyan ng pansin. Ano pa ba? Next time na lang yung mahabang kwento about burnout. But yun, just spend this season, this really amazing season with your family, with your loved ones. Kasi minsan lang nangyayari yung ganitong klaseng festive na occasions or seasons. Especially for us Filipinos, no? Big deal kasi sa atin tong ganito eh. Ano pa ba? What other updates do I have? I think yun lang. Meron pa akong ibang mga good announcements eh, pero siguro next year na yung iba. A little a little parang papyaw lang siguro would be, if you have, kasi I've been sumama ako dun sa OKX na event, dun sa retreat, and there have been some pretty good alpha there. May mga products sila na i-release very soon. And if you are using our affiliate or our partner code with OKX, not only are you getting a good rebate on your trading, so I'm not sure kasi kung nakikita niyo yun sa funding niyo pupunta yun. Like every time you trade, you get a 20 to 25% off on your trading fees. And I don't think a lot of communities give this big of a rebate. This is one of the biggest na nakikita ko so far as compared sa iba. And yeah, if we are able to reach certain levels, baka mapapataas pa natin yung discounts natin in the future. But anyways, abangan nyo na lang guys kasi may mga may mga pa-surprise tayo by next year if you have been using our partner links with our partner exchanges. Operations are going to halt muna for ZFT until Monday tuloy, January 5. And for those of you guys who are interested in availing of our courses, yung mga promos natin, it's gonna be until December 31 lang. So if you wanna avail of that, make sure that you are in our Discord and open a ticket, um, and requesting for the promo. So kahit na, let's say, kasi it's third week mangyari yung technical intensive, and then after that may break, and then Web3 masterclass. So again, if you want to learn technicals, go for technical intensive. If you want to learn how to do, let's say, LPs, airdrop farming, all these other ways that you can make money outside of the classic trading, then that's the Web3 Masterclass. If you want to get both for a bigger discount, pwede din. So again, if you want to avail of these discounts and courses, just go into our Discord, open a ticket, and make sure that you state na you're wanting to avail of that discount. Kahit bayaran nyo first or second week ng January pwede. Just make sure that you open the ticket so we can reserve, or we can make sure na pasok kayo doon. So, I think yun lang yung mga announcement ko for now. I'm not sure if I said everything. Wala kasi tayo sa proper format ng MMU, so hindi ko alam kung may na-miss ako or hindi. Walang nagre-remind sa akin din. It's just me and my notes over here. But ayun guys, please stay safe out there because markets right now are very turbulent. And even sa US markets, although maganda naman siya, maganda yung ating MAs. Pero medyo nagwi-weekend kasi ito medyo alanganin. Hopefully it breaks out soon. Yung infusion ng mga funds ng government, and nakikita niyo sa mga news. Mainly it's here in the US markets. Wala masyado sa crypto, pero for sure at some point crypto din will have its time. Worst performing si crypto pero okay lang kasi going up, going down, kikita ka kung alam mo lang naman yung strategy how to do it So, ayun lang. Hindi ko na papatagalin to. I think more than an hour na tayo. So, see you guys next year on our official Monday Market Up.